With Star Wars Episode 8 The Last Jedi set to hit theaters in just a couple of months, fans around the world are trying to scrape together all the information we have so far to build up some theories about what's happened and what's gonna happen. Sometimes these theories seem pretty decent, like yeah, maybe, but some other theories are already being debunked before the movie has even come out. And that's what we're gonna be looking at today. Here are Star Wars The Last Jedi theories that were debunked. If you're new to Screen Rant, you can hit that subscribe button and enable notifications to stay up to date with our videos. The death of Carrie Fisher last year was a huge blow to the Star Wars franchise and the fan base. It also raised a ton of questions about the future of General Leia Organa. Fisher had already shot all her scenes for The Last Jedi before her passing, but Lucasfilm had to make some big changes to their plans for Star Wars Episode 9, in which she was set to play a big role. Because of those reported changes, a lot of fans assumed that that meant they would kill off the character in The Last Jedi. But according to Mark Hamill, that's not happening. At New York Comic Con, Hamill seems to have confirmed that Lucasfilm plans to close out Leia's story in Episode 9, meaning that she'll be making it out alive of The Last Jedi at the very least, which is good because that would be way too much to handle emotionally. Everybody's trying to figure out who Snoke is. The fact that he's so disfigured means they can reveal he's pretty much anybody and fans will be like, oh, okay. But one popular theory going around pointed to Snoke being Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebels. That character's thought to be more powerful than people realize, and he's definitely got some darkness in him. But Rebels executive producer Dave Filoni says, nah. In an interview with comicbook.com, he said, I like reading the fan theories, and when I read them, I think, well, there's no possible reason that can't be true, it's just not true. So Snoke can still be pretty much anybody, but just not Ezra. Ever since we saw Finn hold a lightsaber in the trailer for The Force Awakens, people have been like, oh, he's a Jedi, very cool. But once the movie came out, we realized that Rey seemed more destined for that fate than he was. Still though, lots of fans are holding on to the hope that there's gonna be some big reveal that Finn is Force sensitive and will discover his Jedi side in the upcoming films. But Finn himself, John Boyega, stepped forward to put that to rest once and for all. In an interview with Digital Spy, he said, quote, would I like to be a Jedi? I think it would be more interesting if they had more than one person be a Jedi, but I think that is one of the unspoken laws of Star Wars. They only have one who has to go away and train. He does hope that they build his character into a kind of Boba Fett badass though. There have been a lot of reports that in The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker has a necklace with a red crystal on it. We know that Kyber crystals are what power lightsabers, so the theory that immediately exploded onto the internet was that Luke was carrying around the crystal that powered his dad, Darth Vader's lightsaber. It would have survived the explosion of the Death Star and he would have been drawn to it. And then Kylo Ren would be drawn to it in The Last Jedi and be able to track Luke down. But nope, that's not at all true. That's coming from Pablo Hidalgo from the Lucasfilm Story Group. In an interview with the Daily Sunday Express, Hidalgo said that crystal fell down the Death Star reactor, which then exploded. And that's about it. So that crystal around his neck probably does mean something, but it didn't belong to his dad. Following in BB-8's footsteps as the cute Star Wars thing we'll all be buying merch of soon, porgs are cute as all heck. So you can imagine everyone's horror when a theory surfaced that Luke was surviving on the island by eating porgs. This was fueled by a book called Star Wars Made Easy, in which there was a section called Luke's Island Highlights that described porgs by saying, quote, small bird-like porgs are the island's most adorable inhabitants. Cute? Definitely. Tasty? Maybe. So naturally fans were like, wait, he eats those things? Luckily Mark Hamill debunked that theory himself with this tweet. Please be advised, porgs are not on any Octo menu. Luke hasn't been a meat eater since Aunt Beru made that nice Womp Rat brisket back home. So porgs are safe from being food in The Last Jedi, unless Chewbacca gets hungry or something. Well, that's all for today's quick list. Let us know in the comments section what you think of these debunked theories and if you've heard of any other theories that you think are not true. If you're watching this video on Facebook, hitting that link will let you jump over to YouTube and subscribe. Thanks for watching.